rupees. Our top story this evening, the rupee is at a record low. $1 will now cost more than 83 rupees as of today. The Indian currency has lost 2% this month and 12% so far in 2022. The slide today was the biggest single-day fall that we've seen in over a month. Now, Jayesh Mehta, the Managing Director and Country Treasurer of Bank of America, is with us to analyze what really caused this fall today. Jayesh, thank you very much for being with us here today. First, we've crossed that psychological mark of 83. What really happened in market today to cause that sudden fall?
So I think market was very well anchored, at 80 to 40. Just like earlier, we were at 79.90. At 80 to 40, it was anchored. Last 2 days, dollar index was slowly creeping up, but we were anchored well at 80 to 40. And today, when whenever there is a level which is anchored and then you don't find support, people try to find the new level. And that's what actually happened. We didn't see much selling by Nationalized Bank at 80 to 40. And that's the reason people try to test the new levels. Of course, towards the end, you had exporters also coming and selling, but that's almost like 60 paisa higher. But definitely, we'll see that now trying to find the new anchor level. That's where we are in the zone at this juncture. Of course, we had been holding on to certain levels at a time. So I would still say it is more like a speed breaker rather than putting any direction by central bank. It's more like a speed breaker, the kind to arrest the volatility so that it does not go one way, one direction in one single day. But whenever the anchor level is broken, you will see some excitement for a day or two.
But Jayesh, what will cause the next trigger from here? We've breached the 83 mark. What else is there to watch out for that will impact the movement of the rupee over the next few days?
I would say next 2-3 months, it's going to be completely volatile, right? So and there is no fundamental, even the finance minister says it's nothing to do with rupee per se. It is what more the global headwinds, how strong the dollar gets, how high the dollar yield gets. So that will all determine for next 3 months where the currency for not only us, most of the emerging market will behave in next 3 months. But if you look at maybe 6 months, 1 year down the line, we are quite confident on rupee, the way our macros are panning out. But at least next 3 months, it's just a number, right? So it's like it can go either way. It can move or swing either side, one rupee plus, minus, either side it can really move. But it's really difficult to predict the 3 global events which nobody knows how it's going to pan out.
Well, we don't really know, but if I were still to ask you, where do you see the rupee settling over the near term, say beyond this next 3 to 4 months?
Next 3 to 4 months, anybody can pick any number. That's fine. I would say I would rather attempt maybe next 1 year. Definitely, we will appreciate. We'll go back to that 80 anchor, but that is next 1 year, maybe next financial year, first quarter next financial year.
Yeah.
Until that, we'll have to live with the world volatility.
Well, we will have to live with the volatility. But Jayesh, are you worried at all? How much anchoring can the Reserve Bank of India do with the kind of forex levels that it currently has? Is there any concern on that front as well? It intervenes for the volatility, of course, but how much anchoring can it really do?
No, so it's not really that you need to really spend too much. It is just slowing down the thing, right? Because when you have negative sentiments, people, if you look at, like, if they are not anchored 79.90, we would have been 83, 84 2 months back, right? So from that perspective, it is just, kind of not overplay. Yes, if we depreciate, you have to move with the world. You cannot not move with the world, but then don't bring it to an extreme level, right? There were some numbers that, quoting 90 also when we were anchored at 79.90.
Yeah, that's right. Jayesh, thank you very much for helping explain that sharp fall in the rupee that we saw towards the end of the trading day. Thank you very much, Jayesh, for your time. Now, moving on, stock markets, they also managed to eke out some of the gains despite the sharp fall in